There have been a lot of games over the course of my life that have affected me in one way or another. Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter, Dead Space, the list can go on. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you about my top 10 games of all time, but for now, I'll hold off on such a thing and tell you about one of the top contenders. A game that I believe everyone should experience regardless of what genre you proclaim as the only one with your time. That game is Nier Automata. I honestly can't recall if it was E3 2016 or sometime in 2015 when I had heard about Nier Automata, but I'll tell you this much. I had no clue what I was watching. Cute android girl with legs that I'd happily let choke me or... I mean, some android chick fighting robots to save mankind from aliens. My first thought was, huh? But my next thought was, okay, I'll bite. Tell me what you're about. Nier Automata is the sequel to the 2010 game Nier, which is in turn a spin-off of the larger series Drakengard. So think of Nier as the persona of the Shin Megami Tensei series. Both branched off their main lines from alternate endings after all, although they are nothing alike. That being said, Nier Automata and Persona 5 came out the same year and season as one another. Coincidence? I think not. Sorry, had to get at least one in there. Moving on. Nier Automata plays like a hack and slash, but also like a bullet hell, yet also like a platformer, but also like AI can go on. Let's just say that Yoko Taro is a madman that I just can't understand for the life of me, and that's a wonderful thing. He is also a fan of booty, which I also respect. GG, Taro. GG. That being said, Nier Automata is not the game you play for eye candy. It will shove you into a roller coaster ride of laughs, sobs, and ugly subs. Trust me, you do not want to know what I looked like by the end of the game after finishing ending E. Thankfully, no one was at home, so I could ugly cry as much as I wanted. Now, I won't be spoiling much of the story here. I can do that in a different video, but let's just say that this game requires about 4 to 5 playthroughs to get the full story end. Wait, no, stay right there. I know it sounds like a lot, but bear with me for a moment. Sit your butt down. The first playthrough honestly will only take you about 5-6 hours, or at least it did for me without doing a few of the side quests. Then it'll restart and you get a new perspective, albeit one that isn't needed for a whole replay through. People who beat the game or are playing through the ending B run know what I'm talking about. And after the second run, the game continues on for ending C and D, with E being the true ending. The game is full of characters to love and enjoy, but each with their own flaws. 2B, one of the main protagonists, follows orders to the T, even if it's something she doesn't want to do. 9S, who's just a bit too curious for his own good. And then there's A2, who will sooner slit your throat than ask you questions rather than the other way around. These are characters you will grow to love and feel for as the game goes on. However, that doesn't mean you won't fall in love with the supporting cast either. Heck, even the villains are worth caring about, if you can even call them villains, but that's getting into the whole philosophical side of the game. But you know, that's fun to dive into, but on your own. I'm trying to get you to have to, want to, have to, should want to, have to, have, play, you, play game. You play game now, please. I need more people to talk about it with. Either way around, you won't really know who is right and who is wrong by the end of the game. All I can say is that you should definitely check out the game if you can, and then buy the frickin' soundtrack. I have to listen to at least one track from it per day on my way to work, or my day isn't complete. So, do you need to play Drakengard or the first Nier to really know what's going on? No, you don't. Nier Automata is its own self-contained story that kind of continues off the previous Nier. But it takes place so far in the future, you'll only really miss out on a few references. The game is currently available on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, although some people claim that the PC port is iffy, so be careful with that one. In my experience, the game would just go from full screen to windowed randomly sometimes, but other than that, completely playable. All in all, this game made me very curious about the other Drakengard games, as well as the previous Nier, so here's to hoping we see remasters or remakes of those games at some point in the future, since Nier Automata sold pretty well. That, or I'll see if I can't find copies of them in some shops around town and just buy them for my old consoles. We'll see. So until next time, I hope you've enjoyed your stay, and glory to mankind.